Hi guys, today we are with Waka Waka Doctor that would like to share experience how to migrate to Austria with us. If you are on this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell. When we drop a new video, you will be notified. Thank you.
Today we are talking about moving to Austria. Austria is one of those countries that's similar to Germany. And while Germany has quite a limitation, because for most people, even though Germany offers free tuition, you often have to deal with the issue of a blocked account. A blocked account is having an account where you need 10,800 euros in a German bank account even before you can apply for a visa. This is not quite correct with Austria, and it's quite different. And I think this might present an opportunity. Just as we always do, we bring people who live in these countries, people who have moved and have experienced how to move, to kind of educate us and talk us through the requirements and how they did it. What you can do is put down your questions in the comment section, and we will try our best to answer as many questions as possible. If you're here, you should start buzzing and inviting your friends so that they can come join us, because we're about to have this juicy conversation about how to move to Austria. There's a lot of positives to pick out from this discussion, so tighten your seatbelts while I invite our guest. I've just sent an invite to our guest, and let's hope he accepts that invite so that we can get this ball rolling. Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Thank you very much for accepting to do this with me. I know that you quite have a very tight schedule, but thank you very much for doing this with me.
You're welcome.
Let's not waste time. Let's go straight to the matter. Tell us a little bit about Austria, because I know some people have never heard about Austria before.
Okay.
Never heard about Austria. What exactly is this country? Where is it?
Okay. Austria is an European country. It's located in the Central Europe and has approximately about 8 to 9 million inhabitants. And it's in the middle of Europe, and it borders about 5 countries. It borders Germany, borders Slovakia, borders Switzerland, and I think Czech Republic too. Yeah. So I'm a master's student here, and I'm studying medical engineering in one of the universities here. I moved here 4 months ago. So
4 months ago.
Yeah, just like last year.
Okay.
November.
So it's quite fresh. As an African, are you able to find Nigerian food down there?
Yeah. You have we have a lot here. We have African stores, and it's quite affordable. I mean,
Quite affordable.
Considering the wage and what you earn.
What you earn. Fantastic. One other question I want to ask you. Austria, you said it's in the center of Europe. Is it one of the Schengen countries? Because I know Schengen gives you access to 26 other countries.
They joined Schengen 1995. Yeah, it's one of the Schengen countries.
So it's one of the
move around, and it's very easy to move around from here because it's in the central. They have trains that connect to almost all the European countries.
Wow. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. So let's ask the main question. You said you moved 4 months ago. You moved from Nigeria down to Austria. How did you do
it? I mean, it's been my dream to have a Western certificate growing up. So when I graduated from my bachelor's in Nigeria, I took that bold step. I started making research, and Austria was my last post stop, and considering different factors and including funds and other things. So Austria was it for me.
So it means that you must have seen several other countries when you were doing your
Yeah,
research. And
I saw many. I visited almost every country. I can actually literally tell you about every country. So I visited everything.
wow, so
So
you finally chose Austria. Okay, so tell
yeah,
us, how did you find the school? How did you apply? What were the requirements? Tell us the whole process.
yeah. The major two was my Google, my internet. That was my major tool because Austria is a country. The immigration process is quite complicating. It's quite complicated and it's complex in a way. So I didn't really get help from anybody. I mean, from the start, I didn't really get help. I really got help when I was about finishing, when I got enrolled in my school and I started making research for Nigerians, and I got some friends who started telling me things about Austria and how they moved. But from the start, I didn't really have anybody. Even the ones I met tried discouraging me and telling me, bro, you can't do this. And but finally I did it.
Wow.
So yeah, so I made research online and I got information. Anything I need, I Google and boom, Nairaland is there. So many other websites are there. Although you see people antagonizing and packing out their frustration on the comment section, but
Yeah,
if you have if you know what you want,
I often get a lot of that when I talk about moving to several countries. People insult and abuse, but it's not my business. The
yeah.
bottom line is it affords an opportunity to move abroad. So it's either you take it or you don't. Now, how did you apply to the school? Which school did you apply to? What was the process? What were the documents required? Tell us everything.
Okay. Austria and Nigeria, they don't have a bilateral agreement. Yeah, they don't have a bilateral agreement. So before any document can be used, any document that emanates from Nigeria can be used in Austria and valid in Austria. It has to be legalized. I don't know, most people here would have an idea of what I'm talking about, why some people will not. It has to be legalized by, when I mean legalization, it means the Austrian embassy here, we have to tell you, okay, this document is perfect and is okay. You can actually use it in our country. And before you can do this, before the Austrian authority embassy can do this, they will ask you, the document have to pass through Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs before you now take it to the Austrian embassy. And we have our status, how this country see us. They have to verify those certificates. You can't just give them the certificate and they legalize it. They have to tell you, okay, you gave us your certificate. We have to confirm. We have to visit these places and confirm the authenticity before we can actually legalize them. So they have to send their personal lawyer. Yeah, that's the shortcut. They have to send and they will visit every place you took that document from. They will confirm and take some kind of a letter from them that so person came here and so person gave so person the certificate, and they will come back. They will email you if your documents are authentic. So when they do this, you now go back and legalize. But before then, why doing this process? You have to, because the cocoa is actually admission, getting admission. That's the cocoa. If you are able to get admission, I tell you, you must finish the race. You must finish it.
Which schools in Austria are available, and what's the tuition fee like?
Okay, we have the popular University of Vienna. We have University of Applied Sciences, and we have other schools like the medical university. There is a website that lists the universities in Austria. I mean, what I have an idea is the ones in Vienna here because I'm studying in Vienna. So we have other universities, University of Salzburg, University of Innsbruck, and other cities. So I think the application window runs, they have two applications. Some universities, my university doesn't have a March intake just for September, one application window. So, but most of these universities have two application windows. They have March intake and the September intake. That's the winter and summer school. So when you want to, okay, one thing about Austria is because of this complexity, I'll advise anybody to start on time. Because all these legalization, verification, everything, admission process actually takes time. And if you're somebody who is actually desperate, make you just back out.
What's the fee like? What's the fee? How much is the tuition?
The tuition I pay 363 euro per semester.
363 euro. That's less than 300,000 naira.
About 200, yes. Using 600 exchange per euro, yeah. It's
about 200,000 naira per semester. And you have 2 semesters in a year, correct?
Yeah, you have 2 semesters in a year. That's about 660.
So
yeah.
Your tuition is done with 600 and something thousand naira.
With one five, I'll graduate.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So
but that's not
now,
the case for other universities. My university is actually a University of Applied Science, and they are into more of research, and I think the government has something to do with them and kind of funds them in a way. So, but other universities more like University of Vienna pays 767. Yeah, just double of what I pay.
double, yeah.
So
I mean, even if it's 700 and something, that's
it's not
very
still
cheap.
much. It's
will.
not still much.
What I will do is I will put a list of the universities in the description box of this video, so you can go through the description box and see the list of universities you can apply to. Now, I know that you moved from Nigeria. By the way, let me ask you, while you're studying at the moment, can you work?
Yeah. You can work the normal 20 to 25 hours. But you can do extra. You can do extra, and they'll pay you in cash. Like you can do overtime. Like if you work in a gastronomy, like restaurants and bar, these places function more on weekends, so you can actually do extra during weekends.
You can work 25 hours a week.
Yeah, weekdays. Yeah,
you can work 25 hours a week during session. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Can you move with your family? Is it possible for people to move with families?
Yeah, definitely. People can tag along. If your hobby is going for studies, he can actually apply for 2 people. He can actually apply for 2 people.
Okay, so someone would be the main applicant and move the other person.
Yes, but you both of you will have a different application. The person going for the main person we apply as a student, and the person we apply as family reunion, like with the marriage certificate, anything that
shows proof that
finding both of you.
Okay, so now what's actually important in this conversation is, what are the documents you need to use to apply for admission? What's the website for application to get admission? And what documents do you need to legalize? I'm assuming that this legalization means that you have to go to the Austrian embassy in Abuja to legalize
Ministry of Education.
Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs.
Okay, to legalize all your Ministry of Education, you have to legalize all your educational documents there. If you're going for a master's degree program, you have to go with your bachelor degree. You have to go with your original signed transcript from the university. Original, not a student copy, because they will fling it from the Ministry of Education there.
Okay.
So you have to go with your originally signed copy of your transcript. Then your senior school certificate. Then you have to authenticate these three things at the Ministry of Education. Then after, you move it to Ministry of Foreign Affairs with other document, non-educational document combined, like birth certificate, state of origin, police character. But you'll not be needing police character at the moment because it expires after 90 days. And since you will not be applying for a resident permit yet, you are just going to do verification. And even on the Austrian website, they said it. You don't have to. They don't verify that. You don't need to verify that. So when
you're saying basically that the first thing is you go to the ministry, you go to the Austrian embassy, Ministry of Education, to verify your transcripts.
Educational documents.
And educational documents, you verify them. Then you now go to the embassy to verify and legalize your non-educational documents.
No, Foreign Affairs.
And Foreign Affairs. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You now legalize your
everything, including the education. Just that. Just that Ministry of Foreign Affairs would attend to the educational document if it doesn't pass. If the Ministry of Education doesn't
verify
endorse it, the document, so they won't touch it.
Okay.
So after this, you take, this doesn't take max 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, so max 3 days. If you are really serious, 2 days, you are done with this. First day, Ministry of Education, second day, Foreign Affairs. And the fast track thing in Nigeria. So, yeah.
So what's the website for finding schools?
I think Study in Austria. Studyinaustria.at.
Okay, studyinaustria.at.
If you go to masters, I think masters, what's this website again? You see the list of, just type Austria, you see with their tuition, everything will come out. That's the way I check schools.
Okay, studyinaustria.at. Fantastic. So you can find, so you need to verify your transcripts, your
SSCE, bachelor degree. That's if you're going for masters, Then Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you have to take all that, then go with your birth certificate, a page of your passport, with your educational document. State of origin.
Birth set, State of origin.
Another loophole. It depends on what you are coming to Austria to do. Because in my own case, I made some kind of mistake. I submitted a whole lot of documents.
That were necessary.
That was unnecessary. So it made my verification my verification actually took time. Because they were going to my primary school, they were going to my trying to verify my state of origin, which I don't need, unless you want to actually apply for citizenship, and that is when they will start requesting for all these documents.
Is IELTS required? Do you need IELTS?
During my application, I had an interview with the head of program. So I think with that, he actually took my English proficiency. Just said, okay, you can speak good.
Okay.
So some universities too, they said they just write in their website if your previous program was taught in English. Yeah.
Fantastic. Tell me about the proof of funds. You when you want to apply, did you need proof of funds to apply? And if yes, how much?
Well, I think that was one of the things Austria came top for me while making my research. They don't need the block accounting, unlike the Norway, Germany, and all of them. So what they just need you to do is present a bank statement that you have a certain amount of money. The European Union, normally you're supposed to, a month, you're supposed to be surviving with at least 1,000 euros. So in a year, 12,000 euros. So they will expect you to have that in your account. And another thing is they don't do sponsor. They don't do sponsor. Even if you have a sponsor, they'll tell the sponsor to move the money in your account. So the account you'll be presenting, they don't have a business with any other person. The account you'll be presenting must have your name in it with the money. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
So, and I'm not going to say much about this proof of funds, but proof of funds should not be a hindrance to you moving, even if you don't have that much amount of money. I'm not going to say more than that. So let me just do a quick recap to say that Austria is very affordable. It's Central Europe. It's one of the Schengen countries, and gives you access to 24 different other countries. Tuition fees as low as 363 euros per semester. So equivalent of about 1.2 million naira in a year, because 2 semesters make a year, so you pay like 600,000 in a semester, and that's 1.2 in a year. You don't need IELTS. You need to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or Ministry of Education in Abuja if you're in Nigeria. If you're in other countries, you need to visit the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in that country for Austria and legalize your educational and non-educational documents. So your transcripts, your SSC or secondary school, college qualification, your passport, and your birth certificate. Once that is done, you apply for your admission. Go to studyinaustria.at. You don't need IELTS, so you apply for that admission, get the admission, go to the interview process, and your visa application process starts. You can work while you study, and you can work 25 hours during your 25 hours per week during your study. You can also do side jobs that would pay you cash, but it's not all that legal. You can move with your family if you like. You can move with your family, and the minimum wage, as discussed before, is about 10 euros per hour. 10 euros per hour.
yeah,
Fantastic.
some people can actually pay you more. It all
More.
depends. Yeah, you
And
can
you are
actually
taught in English at the moment. Taught in English?
100% English.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. Yeah, 100% English.
Let me ask you, when you finish your study, would you be able to stay behind? And if
Yeah,
yes, how long?
the after studies, normally they give 1 year your permit. Actually, the validity is 1 year. After 1 year, you have to come back again to tell them, okay, I'm still studying and I successfully passed my exams, and you have to show some certain ECTS. After one, they will renew the for another 1 year. So since my master's program is 2 years, after the studies, they will give you another permit for 1 year. They call it work search permit.
So
Yeah,
give
so
you an
you
opportunity
have,
to search for a job.
yeah. So when you get a job, the company will now apply. They will convert your permit to work permit.
Work permits.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Loads of people are asking, are there lots of jobs? You have only been there for 4 months. Are you working at the moment?
Yeah, I'm working. I started working one one month after I got it.
As a Niger boy, Niger
Yeah.
boy.
So no, that's me.
Yeah, as a Niger boy. So it's up to you if you are
It's up to you. It's up to
born
you.
with a silver spoon. That's up to you. But if you're not, you would definitely get jobs, because there
So
are jobs, and this is
somebody
proof.
asked, I think somebody asked something like, how many months statement do you need? You don't need you don't need 3 months, 6 months. You don't need. What Austria want to see is your money in your account, your balance. That's what they want to see. You don't
Wow.
need to leave it for, unless you're a salary earner that maybe you want to show them track of how you've been receiving your funds and all that. But you can actually have your money paid in 1 week before your interview, and as long as you can actually defend that, there's no
Tell
problem.
us a little bit about accommodation. How's accommodation? Is it expensive?
Well, if you convert it to naira,
No, no, no.
it's
Yes,
actually
now
expensive.
everywhere down. You
Yeah.
cannot
So,
convert it to naira. Don't convert it to naira.
but when you considering what you earn is actually is cool, and compared to other comparing Vienna to other international cities like Paris,
Yeah.
New York, and Geneva, and all of
So
that.
how much do you
So
pay for your
I paid
accommodation?
I paid 300,
300 euros
yeah, per month.
for one bedroom.
No, just a student room.
A student room, that's cheap. 300
Yes,
euros
yeah,
is cheap.
studio room. Yeah, studio room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
studio room. Like you have
yeah.
your bed and your kitchen in the same place.
Everything.
That's cheap. 300 euros is
Is
cheap.
yeah,
In the UK, at the time in the UK, I was
yeah,
paying
yeah.
like 550 pounds,
Yeah,
700 pounds.
I know. I've heard a lot.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow,
so
fantastic, fantastic. Is there anything else you want to tell us about moving to Austria that people can know?
yeah, I would like to answer some question.
Okay. So someone is saying, do you need to get accommodation before you get to Austria?
Yeah. You need to show during your resident permit application. You need to show proof of accommodation. That's the part I
Before
didn't
you leave
actually.
Nigeria?
Yeah, that's the part I really didn't see. It actually took me on a way, and I really had to spend money. You have to pay, and the these people, they do caution. You have to pay a deposit, and they will ask for the first month rent. If you are renting a kind of dormitory, they will ask for a first month rent with your caution fee. Then you have to send you a contract, and Australian embassy will require for the contract of accommodation that you have already, unless you have a family here who is actually staying in a place that can accommodate you. They will get their landlord or house owner to write a kind of contract for you that you'll be staying with them. Because when you
Fantastic.
get here, the first thing you have to do is your house registration, and everything you do will be connected to it: bank accounts, phone number, everything. So anytime you mess up, the police will be on your bed.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Oh, cool. So, guys, if you have questions for Henry, you can send him a DM. Follow him. It's Henry_Cato, HENRY_CARTO on Instagram. You can follow him and send him DMs if you want.
the,
Do they accept BSCs? Is it just masters, or BSc is the same?
so many people have been asking me about that. I honestly don't know.
Don't know.
But
Okay.
because most of their courses in bachelor level is taught they are taught
In
in
Austria.
German. Yeah, in
In German, yeah.
German. So I don't know if there are English courses available.
Someone is asking, do they have an embassy in Nigeria? Of course, they have an embassy in
Yeah,
Nigeria. I don't understand what kind of question that is.
Yeah, they have an embassy. Luckily for us, I think Nigeria is one of the places they have an embassy in Africa. I think the Cameroonians, the Gambian, and other people, the Ghana and other people come to the Abuja embassy to process their visa. So yeah, but you have to go to Abuja. You don't have a Lagos embassy.
Yeah,
you have to go to
Abuja. Someone is asking, can you pay your fees instrumentally? You want to pay 200,000 instrumentally?
300.
You want to pay 200,000 instrumentally?
Where my university actually did that. When I got admitted, they actually sent me an invoice for first payment, 250 euro. He said I can hold on with the 100 and something till my start date.
200. This thing is funny to me. This thing is very funny to me.
They actually splitted it, and they actually splitted the fees. And the quality of education too. Well, let me not talk about that.
Oh my God. Was it easy getting appointments, visa appointment? Was it easy?
Yeah, it's not like Poland.
It's not like Poland. It's not like Poland. Okay.
Their Abuja embassy is actually very active. Once you send them an email, they reply you immediately.
All right, guys. That has been me and Henry talking about moving to Austria. Look, do not say that I've not helped you. I have helped you now. So the ball is in your court. It's up to you to take this move and start. 300 euros, 600 euros in a year. That's less than 1 million naira to make the move. And you only need to pay the first semester fee, which is about...
sorry for...
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody is asking for the name of my school. I've seen that message pop up many times.
Okay.
Not like I'm withholding anything. Okay, the name of my school is University of Applied Science Technicum, Vienna.
University of Applied Science Technicum, Vienna. There you go. Yeah. So, guys, it's up to you now.
It's more like a science-based. They do all these program, robotics, mechatronics, and engineering, basically.
Okay.
So, but they have tons of other universities you can actually check out. But the University of Applied
Fantastic.
Sciences, to my knowledge, pays the same amount of fees. They have another University of Applied Science here in Vienna. They pay the same amount of fees.
So guys, there you
and
go. 300 euros.
Another thing, the cheaper the university, the more hard it takes to get admission.
Yeah, but
so,
the
yeah,
highest
but,
the highest I've seen is 700 and something euros.
Yeah. So, but for me, I had to write an entrance exam, computer based. I had to do some warm-up class. I have to do an oral exam. I have to have an interview with the head of program and stuff like that. I was actually running crazy during that time. So
no, but I mean, you will definitely have to do the work. You definitely have to do the work.
Yeah, because
it's not as if it's a walk in the park. But you know the opportunity is there, so you have to take the opportunity.
That's one thing about their education system, the education block. You really need to know what you are doing. Like, it's not just I want to move. It's to actually tell on you later. If you don't want to put your head there, you must actually learn something. They will force you to, or they pull you out. That's it. So,
do you think someone with a 2.2 can apply for MSc?
I have a 2.2.
There you go.
Yeah, I have a 2.2. Yeah,
there you go. So
people will actually discourage you. And University Austria doesn't accept. I read it actually. I read it and my mind was flying. We like this admission, and at the end of the day, and what I am studying in my master's level is not the same faculty. I did industrial chemistry in my bachelor, and I'm doing an engineering in masters. I'm doing a medical engineering in masters. So,
wow. Look,
yes.
Henry, thank you very much. You've done very well. Thank you very much for accommodating us and talking to us about moving to Austria. People might be in your DMs soon asking to help them move, giving them advice and all that. His name is Henry_Kato. I've just pinned it there. Someone is asking if you can move from Turkey. I don't want to answer that question because it's obvious you can move from anywhere. Why are you specific about Turkey?
But the good thing is you don't have to go through the legalization verification thing if you are moving from another country aside Nigeria. That's a very good thing. Yeah,
it's only Nigeria that needs verification and all that.
Yeah, they have to send lawyer in Nigeria. They have to send lawyer. I don't know why.
Wow.
All other people, because my program is an international program. Other people from other countries didn't really say anything about that. I'm the only one who did try to verify the documents and before they. Well.
Thank you very much. I know you have to go. I also have to go. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for doing this. Guys, I will leave this video on my Instagram feed. It will also be on my YouTube channel. So this is Waka Waka Doctor signing out. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Okay, bye.